roommates. Going live now, by the way. What's going on,
Cool.
guys? This is Chris, and of course, if you guys hadn't under a rock, I'm sure you guys know who Bruce Williams is, guys. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, man. Appreciate it.
What you wearing today?
I put on the NASA G-Shock earlier today. I was wearing another watch. I did a review and then I felt like switching, so I put on this one and it's fun. I'm wearing a NASA shirt, so wearing the NASA G-Shock. 2 levels of being a fan, I guess.
Nice. I'm wearing the of course my favorite in the collection. Yeah, Seamaster. The non-wave dial that I picked. I think I've had this for years. And one that's definitely going to be a keeper.
Never tempted to sell that thing?
Got no. This will definitely be a keeper. I think even when I get the Explorer, we got Tennessee Mike here, James the Great Gambino, and the other Bruce, Blueshirt Buddah. I'm sure you post in a lot of different groups.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you guys.
But appreciate you coming on, though, Bruce. Like I said, I guess today's going to be your watch buying, selling regrets, and what your future plans for the collection is.
Sorry, Mike's telling me I need to turn my speakers down. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of an echo. Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I've got only headphones. That's it.
It might be because I don't have headphones, maybe.
Okay. Well, cool. Sorry, I missed what you last said there, Chris. What did you say there?
I know. I was just saying, like I said, today's topic is what are your watch buying, selling regrets that you regret selling or you regret buying anything?
So I usually never regret selling a watch, flipping a watch, trading a watch. Sometimes, when I see a great picture of a watch that I've, had experience with and I've let go, sometimes I kind of missed it, but on the whole, there's always something else around the corner. So I don't necessarily have any regrets. But do you remember when we traded last year? I traded you a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer in green and a Helson, and you traded me the Super Ocean Heritage 44. You don't have that tag anymore, do you?
No, I sold it, and I think went to a buddy of mine up in Canada, and he actually, I think, ended up selling it not too long ago too. You missed the green one?
Well, no, I mean, I get at least once a week someone emails me and says, "Hey, do you still have that watch? Can I buy that watch? I can't find it anywhere. It's not on Tag's website." And I guess it's gone up pretty good on the secondary market. They didn't make it for very long, and now everyone wants it now that it's not available. So
yeah,
we both missed out on that one. Inopportune time to be selling that piece.
Yeah,
what about yourself,
Chris? The two I regret are actually two that you've had on your channel. You remember the Zen U1?
Yes,
I missed that one.
I
think I may end up getting. Say what?
I said I borrowed that one from you. I reviewed that one because of your kindness.
Yeah, like I say, I kind of missed that one. I ended up getting a U50 because I like the dimensions better than the U1, and it's still got the same look as the U1. You're planning on getting a U50, are you?
Yeah, I do. I noticed Jorge's in the comments, and Mike just says we need some help. Do you have headphones, Chris, that you could plug in?
No, unfortunately, I don't. That's something I need to get, though.
Okay,
Mike,
he says
sorry,
mute myself.
Mike. Okay. We could probably do that for a little bit, and then once I guess ask you a question, you can answer, I guess, if that works a little bit better. but what I was basically saying is I want to get a U50, and I actually missed that Breitling that you were just talking about, the 44. I missed that. I may end up picking up another one. I sold it because I didn't think I needed too many blue dials. Mega got a little more wear time, but I think I may get a black dial version this time around. 42. What about you, Bruce? You missed the SOH2 at all?
No, I don't. I'm gonna turn off my computer. I won't be able to see the chat. Oh wait, Mike says the echoes. Oh no, he says it's my mic that's doing it. So I'm gonna turn off my computer. I will not see chat, but hopefully the echo is gone. So,
I'll pull them up.
Give me half a sec here.
There you go.
Okay. So my computer's shutting down.
I'll pull up the chat.
Okay. You handle the chat. I won't be able to see anything, but hopefully that audio is fixed.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah, I don't hear myself now.
Okay, good. All right, my bad there. Sorry, guys. So I caught that, Chris.
You're good, man.
You asked me about the U50, and I think it looks great. I think it's high time that Zinn kind of made a smaller size for those of us that want the toolishness. We want all the designs that that they have for their larger watches, but just in a smaller package. So I think it's going to sell great, and I'm looking forward to getting one at some point. I'm not sure when that is because there's other watches I want before then, but eventually it will happen because it's a great product.
Oh yeah, Zinn makes great. As you know, the one keeper in my collection that I've had and not sold is the 104. I love that piece.
Yeah, I only owned the green one that came out 2 years or like a year and a half ago. And that one I only had for about a month, but I'm open to getting another one at some point. I think Zinn would be wise to kind of update and refresh that model because it's great as it is, but I think it could be better with a little bit more attention. And even if the price goes up a little bit, I think people would be receptive to ceramics or some more brushing on the case, maybe applied markers. I think that could be really great.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because they've had recent years they had the white dial version, they've had the blue dial and the green dial that you've had, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And James, the great Gambino, if you've ever checked out his channel, Bruce, he does pretty good work. He's asking him what we think of the new Black Bay 58, the blue. I like it. I think it's like the right hue of blue, like not too bright, but not too dark either.
Yeah, I think it looks really sharp. Maybe I just like a lot of shine and bling, but it would have been fun for them to take that kind of reflective finish that they have in the blue Black Bay 41 and 36 and put it in the 58 because it'd be a little bit different than the matte texture dial of the standard gilt Black Bay 58. But I'm sure Tudor has people that really study potential product and what they think they would sell best and what looks good along their lineup. But it looks attractive. I think personally I would have liked the polished look instead of the matte look of the dial, the blue dial. Oh, Mike bought it. Mike bought it. I see that popping up.
Yeah, he said he bought the congrats, Mike.
That's awesome. Way to go, man. One of the first.
I love the size on it because, as you know, I had the older Tudor with the Eder. I don't know if you remember that one. And I ended up selling it because I felt like it was a little bit on the chunky side, but I feel like the Black Bay 58s are just like the right size dimensions.
Have you tried one on before?
No, I haven't, but I have the NTH, which is really similar to the 58 size wise, spec wise, but it wears really well. The NTH, that is.
Clive's in the house. What's up, Clyve? White gold accents. They're going the bigger brother Rolex route. It seems like then, huh?
Yeah. You know what? I kind of look for him to do. I'm calling him a little early, but I kind of want to see him do a green dial version, kind of like your Hulk, but a little more subdued green. I feel like that would look good on the Black Bay 58 lineup.
Kind of like the Harrods edition, but all deep green. Next week, Clyve will have it.
Clyve,
Dude, that's exciting, man.
yeah,
Last time I chatted with Clyve,
cool,
he was in a
Clyve.
holding pattern. So that's cool that he's going to be getting a new watch here real soon. I'm going to step aside real quick and turn on the light.
Okay. My Black Bay 58 Harrods would be so fire. That does sound pretty cool.
Awesome.
So what are your future plans for your collection, Bruce? You got you eyeing any pieces right now?
Yeah, I am. Let me pull one up in front of the camera here. So I'm borrowing a couple of Speedmasters from Omega, and I know they're going to be updating and refreshing the watch this year. And the word is it's getting the 3861 caliber, and I don't know what else they're going to be doing to it, but I have a feeling it's going to be huge price increase. Omega is going to take the opportunity to do a market adjustment and bring their most iconic watch up to that high luxury price point level. So I'm going to buy a sapphire sandwich because I have this fear of missing out. I want to get it before it's axed and gone and discontinued. So I'm going to do that and enjoy it. And if I love the new Speedmaster when it comes out, you know, maybe I'll get that at some point. But that's my immediate purchase plan, is the sapphire sandwich.
Nice. What's your long term?
Vacheron Constantin Overseas in blue. That thing is just beautiful as can be. Love everything about it. And it's a lot more attainable than some of the comparable Pateks and Audemars Piguet. So, yeah.
That's
James wants to buy one.
You know, that's also my end all. Well, I don't know if I could have an end all watch collecting watch, but that would be my end all. I wouldn't buy anything after the BC.
Yeah, I mean, why would you need to, right? Mike says North Flag could end up being a sleeper. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mike.
Yeah, Clyve, it'd be discontinued.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the North Flag is quirky. It's cool. It's got the retro elements, the first display case back, and a sports model in who knows how long. I think it's really cool, and it's going to be sad when it's gone. And I think it's going to go up in value. Like, maybe not astronomically, but you know, it's that situation where you can't get it, and then all of a sudden everybody wants to, and the prices, you know, steadily climb. I think that one's a great purchase right now before it's gone.
Yeah, I can see it going up to, what are they right now? Or 4? I can see it going up to about 5 or 6 or so, probably another year or so.
Retail, I think, is under 4 right now. It's just there's none on the secondary market. I searched the other day because our friend Robert was thinking about getting one, and then now he's looking at something else. But I did a look, and there really isn't any, at least on Watch Recon as of a couple of days ago. Craig says, isn't the Vacheron the watch you were going to buy as a celebration for my weight loss goal? Yeah, absolutely. I've still got about 6 more pounds to go, and I've still got some more to save. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do it, and it will be in celebration of losing some weight. So good memory.
Congrats. How many lost so far?
I've almost lost 50 pounds. Yeah, so it's been awesome.
Nice.
I feel so much better, so much happier, and I've got a ways to go still, but yeah, it's definitely been a wonderful thing. Jorge says that he would shut it down after an Explorer and a Seamaster. Yeah, I like that. Those would be a great 1-2 punch.
That's that's what I'm saving for now is the AMBINL Explorer. That's on my radar for at least this year sometime. I'll probably get it.
So Chris, let me ask you then, do you want the latest version, the full lume dial, or would you save a little money and get the shorthands, non-loomed Arabics, and maybe save a little bit and have the potential for a kind of a quirky collectible years down the road? Which one are you interested in?
The one that calls to me the most is the newest one, updated one with the loom. I kind of like the loom on the numbers, right? They're kind of show up loomed. I kind of like that.
Nice.
And then the way I look at it, it's Rolex. So if it's not my taste or it doesn't get a lot of wear time, which I think it will, they're a versatile piece, and I can always sell it, and I probably won't lose money on it. You know what I mean?
No, if you buy it smartly, you wouldn't lose anything. I've tried on the Explorer, and that thing is just about the most comfortable watch. It's so thin, great proportions, kind of disappears. That's going to be a real nice one when you pull the trigger.
Yeah, definitely. But that's my short-term goal. And long-term, I don't really. There's a lot of different watches, of course, but that's really all I have on my radar right now is that. There's a bunch I want to get, but like I said, I'm trying to hold off on buying even like smaller purchases because they add up to the $200-300 here and there. They eventually.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I see you're wearing a Clemson shirt right now. I know you got a soft spot for orange watches. What do you think about adding like a Doxa or a Super Ocean? What do you think about getting another orange watch, man?
I've actually thought about that. This version I've tried that on at the local AD in the mall here. They have them, and the orange style on that actually looks pretty killer. Of course, as you know, I had the first gen Orange Monster, so that actually gets a lot of wear time too. And I had a Clyde version of the older 300 Doxa a while back. I ended up selling it because it just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like it as much because it didn't have the beads bracelet. It was one of the limited editions. But I may end up eventually picking up a 1200T Professional at some point.
Good. Oh, that's exciting. You got any other watch plans, Chris? You're just kind of taking it easy right now?
Like I said, yeah, just trying to actually selling off a bunch of pieces. Just sold the Arnie today, and like I said, just consolidate and saving for the Explorer.
So shout it out. What are you selling in case anyone watching is interested? What have you got for sale?
The only one I really have left for sale now is the NTH, the vintage. It's the Gilt Dial, no date Amphion. That's that, and I almost forgot the Blumo. I have a Blumo first gen Sumo that's for sale. It's modded. It has the sapphire crystal and it's got a Pepsi bezel, but it still comes with the original crystal and the original bezel and the box. So if anybody's looking for a nice first gen,
that's cool, man. I have a Sumo as well, but I have the blue coral, so it's a kind of a yellow accents, sunray blue. I love this one. This one's a fun one. So I like him when they're
nice. Is that the
fat font. Yeah, second gen. So it has the Pro Specs PS Professional Series logo on it, but it's still pretty sweet.
I kind of dig some of the newer ones. Don't they have like a newer, like a gray dial kind of?
Yeah, they have a gray dial with an orange accent secondhand. And the new Sumos are real sharp. They fixed a couple of my issues with it. Like, yeah, they put sapphire. And then, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but the end link in the stock bracelet just has a mismatch in design from the rest of the links. And it looks really funny. And once you notice it, you can never unsee it. And so the latest gen, they finally fixed the end link to be all uniform in design with the rest of the links. And so new ones look pretty sharp, but they, of course, have a price increase. They're not as affordable as they used to be. Is Bruce saving up for watches by doing his own home rewiring? No, is my lighting suck in here? Is that I'm kind of in the dungeon in the corner, and when I had my screen on, it lit me pretty well, but I had to turn it off for the echo, so I guess I do look pretty bad. My bad.
Lighting's not bad. My lighting probably sucks. Yeah, man, that's but basically that's what I wanted to cover. You said you've never you don't really regret selling anything, huh? Or miss
Not
anything?
really, I don't, but I just see Tennessee Mike popped up and said, any Seikos on our radar? Yes. So I want to buy those new Prospex divers that are more affordable reissues of like the 62 MAS and the 6105. So they're going to be around $1,300 and $1,200 full retail price on bracelet. And as soon as my AD gets them in, they should be getting them in anytime. I'm definitely going to pull the trigger because I think they look really good. They have a little bit smaller dimension. They're actually smaller, at least with the 6105, than the original one from the 1970s. So again, I think it's going to be popular, and people are going to enjoy the smaller size, and I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully that happens within the next week or two, but I guess we'll find out.
Nice.
You know the ones I'm talking about, right,
is it
Chris?
Mimo? Yeah.
So I'm getting a Seiko 5 from Mimo, but he doesn't have the ones I'm looking for. So I'm going to buy those ones from Exquisite Timepieces in Florida. That's where I got the Seamaster that I have. So.
Craig G says sapphire sandwich.
Yeah. Let me pull that over
and
again.
Knife Watch says cheers from Oakland, two of my favorite YouTubers.
Knife Watch, are you a Raiders fan?
Nice. Definitely. I heard. Are they moving the Raiders? They're moving them to Vegas, aren't they?
They're in Vegas. Yeah, they're in Vegas this year. They're completing their Allegiant Stadium, and if they have a season, it's a 7-hour drive or about an hour to 15-minute flight from where I am, and I'd love to go down there, go watch the Raiders play, go watch Tom Brady come to town with the Bucks, watch the GOAT play, and then go watch shopping on the Strip. I mean, that would be a great weekend. So hopefully things kind of improve with the virus and the lockdown and everything, and because that would be really fun to do. Yeah. I'd love to do that.
I'm hoping we have a football season, especially college.
Yeah, you're a college guy. I know you're a Clemson guy.
Go
Bears. Yeah. Oh man, rough year to be a Bear fan.
Which he's out there in Chicago.
Yeah. I'll have to text you later, Jorge, and
I'm a Browns
see what you think about your quarterback situation. No. Sorry, I missed that, Chris. You say you're a Browns fan?
Bobby Legs is saying. Yeah, I'm a Browns fan. In the NFL, we always have a year after year.
Yeah. Ooh, man. You have not been good since what, the late 80s, early 90s? Bernie Kosar? That was pre-Baltimore when you guys were any good.
It's been a while. Yeah.
That was a long time.
Bobby Legs is saying, hey, Bruce, if you hadn't, check out Bobby Legs' channel. He does good stuff. He knows his stuff too when it comes to watches.
Yeah, no, Bobby Legs, great channel. I recently discovered it through Random Rob, and then Bobby Legs became one of my first Patreons for my my Patreon group, which is pretty cool. And Chris, also, you are too. So pretty awesome.
Yeah. If you guys hadn't already, go over to his Patreon and check it out. It's only $6 a month, and extra content too.
Navy Blue Monster's a Chiefs fan. Man, that was a rough Super Bowl at the ending there. I
Yeah.
got my team. My team's the 49ers, if you don't know. I've loved them since I was a kid.
49ers. You think they're gonna have, if they have a season, they're gonna have decent years?
Yeah, I think they've got a good roster. They've carried over every coach except two, and I think they're going to do well. I know the NFC is super competitive. Everyone's just getting better on that side, but yeah, I think they'll do pretty well. It's funny because I watch their games, obviously, and then I watch all the interviews with the players and the coaches. And Kyle Shanahan, the coach, is an Hublot guy. He's always wearing, at least last year, he was always wearing a Fusion Chrono on a strap, and he had the gray dial, and it looked really nice. And the general manager wears the same Panerai every day. I don't know which reference it is, but he's a Panerai guy. So it's kind of fun to, watch spot, see who your team, your favorite players and coaches, what they're wearing.
I've done the same thing too. I noticed, which of course the Carolina Panthers are kind of a local team to here. And
Yeah.
you know Rob, right? When he worked at EC Deluxe, the old Panthers coach was a big customer of his, and he actually wore a lot of Graham pieces, which I thought was pretty interesting. You can spot those from like a mile away.
Yeah.
The Chrono Fighter and all that.
Wow. Yeah, you don't see many Grahams in the wild. They're pretty wild, so that's pretty interesting.
It's
49ers are my
49ers
second.
Second.
You must like both because of Joe Montana, I'm assuming, playing for both teams. Yeah, man.
And Luke is saying
they were starved. That was a long time before they got a championship. So yeah. Jorge says the Bears coach is a Cuba guy.
Jorge, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Asking how you become a Patreon. It's on your about page, right?
No, I should update that. It's not on the about page yet. Thanks for the reminder. I'll fix that. But yeah, just go to like my latest video, and there should be a link in the description, and you can come check it out. I'd really appreciate it.
But anybody else have any questions for Bruce? On about half an hour here, so.
Yeah, I told my family half an hour at the least. They're downstairs right now eating some popcorn and watching a movie, so I'll be getting off here pretty soon, but happy to answer any questions or chat about anything before we leave.
See, Mike D saying, question for you guys: is the El Primero de 521 the sickest watch, or am I a teapot? I liked the 521. I got to see it in Charlotte when I went to the AD there, Ross's AD.
Yeah, that one was one.
The polarizing one, though. I think you either love it or... I know, I'm just saying it's definitely a polarizing watch. You either love it or you don't, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to borrow that one for review, and I could not get over how technologically advanced that was with, the 1/100th of a second chronograph, and how they had two different escapements. And man, it literally, when you had the chronograph engaged, it had an auditory hum. Like, it was loud. It was really, really impressive. So yeah, I do like it. I don't think you're a teapot at all, man. I just did see that comment, though.
Watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just saw that comment from Luke. Did I quit my day job? No, I haven't quit the day job. I'm pumping up the videos, and I've gone part-time with my normal job. So hopefully real soon we can make the full transition, but trying to go about it a little bit more responsibly than a cold turkey type thing. But yeah, I'm spending a ton of time creating content, both for my channel and the Patreon group, and I'm real excited. I've got a custom desk being built. I'm going to be finishing out my a filming studio in the bottom area of my house that's unfinished right now. So I got a lot of great things planned, and I'm real excited about it. So I'm grateful to everyone for all the support.
Jorge, have a good one. Jorge, thanks for checking in, buddy. Appreciate it.
I'll do one more question
Knife
before
Watch
I
is
gotta
asking
leave.
the
I
thoughts
see.
on the new Black Bay.
Yeah, so the new Black Bay 58,
And
we
the lawyer.
touched on it earlier, but I think it looks great. I would prefer a polished look to the blue dial, you know, just to differentiate a little bit from the matte black of the Black Bay 58. But I think it looks really good. I think it'll be popular. And Laurier, I think they look great for a micro brand, you know, for the value they represent. Obviously, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's an NH35 movement and an acrylic crystal. So, I mean, there could be some upgrades in the future, but I think for the prices they go, I think they look really nice.
And Brandon, what's going on, Rob? He said he's finding out some tools to build the studio.
Dude, I'd love for you to come out here, rent, man. That would be awesome. You don't have to come out to build my studio, but just to hang out and have a good time. That would be awesome. I'd chip in for that. I would chip in for that, man.
Anybody else have any other questions before we call it a night? So I don't see anything else. I appreciate you coming on.
Okay. Yeah, that's really kind of you to have me on, and it's been fun talking watches, and I'm down to be a guest anytime, man. Anytime.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you. Like I know you guys don't have a lot of free time. 2 little ones running around.
Yeah, they keep me busy, but it's my world. It's my love. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, which I'm sure you have, go over and subscribe to Bruce's channel. Bruce Williams makes great content, way better content than I do, and a lot better editing.
Yeah, we're both watch fans, man. We're both watch fans.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. We'll see you guys later, man.